Hello, welcome back to Slay the Spire. Whoa, it does not feel the same as saying Monster Train. However, let's just get it, shall we? I'm not yet ready to play the Watcher. You hit me with the prospect of playing the Watcher. Do I want to play the Watcher? I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking real hard about it. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Watcher. It's fine. I said I didn't want to, but also that was me of like 2 months ago or whenever I started this series. Me of the now, I'm ready to play some Watcher. I really like the Watcher. She's very fun. I will do my best to remember to explain everything to you as we go because she's kind of complex. Give me one moment here. I'm gonna take off this hoodie. It has gotten a little warm because even with the hoodie, with the window open, it's too cold. Now, I am hopefully going to be moving forward with more Slay the Spire for you. I'm probably not going to be able to sustain through the entire week with Slay the Spire. However, I'm hopefully going to get 2 or 3 episodes out this week alongside some reviews with Cranberry and other such content. Hopefully we'll get around 3 videos a day, a few days a week. However, let's begin. So we got the Guardian as our boss. Paths are looking... I'm not getting too deep in path analysis. I probably won't get super deep into pathing analysis. Mostly I am, it's important, but it's not super important. So let's talk about each of these. First, let's talk about the Watcher's starting relic. The Watcher's starting relic. Sorry, it's late. If this episode goes long, it's going to end up being like 5 a.m., which is... Oh, God. However, at the start of each combat, add a miracle into your hand. A miracle is a 0 energy card that gives you 1 energy. It's basically the coin from Hearthstone. I will probably call it the coin, or I will say coining it, just so you know what that means from Hearthstone. But it's just like the Watcher has a retain mechanic, which is just the silence retain, but it's on certain cards, and this is one of the cards that says retain on it. So you just get 1 turn where you get to have extra energy, which is very important because her starting deck has Eruption, Enter Wrath, and Vigilance, Enter Calm, both of which are 2 energy. We'll go over what those stances do when we get there. So, choose a card to obtain super low impact. Not a big fan of choose a card to obtain. Enemies in your next 3 combats, our cursory glance at the paths told me that was going to be bad. There's no path that leads to even a chance at an elite. I don't want to trade the starting relic, although most people think that the Watcher starting relic is relatively weak. Not getting into starting relic swaps yet. I'm going to take the Loose Sex max HP for a rare relic because I'm trying to play a little more aggressively with trading max HP away. Unceasing Top. Oh, weird. I see. The Watcher as a character is, compared to the other characters, we are very strong at this stage of the game. So we're going to look for an aggressive path that hopefully sees a lot of elites, which is this path. We're going to go up this side, hit this elite, hit the rest, hit the flame elite, and then if we're still feeling good, we'll hit this elite after the shop. Looks good to me. So the Watcher has 2 main stances that you play around. I'm not going to enter Vigilance here because I cannot. It is not worth it. We'll talk about, I guess we'll be talking about none of the stances as I will not be drawing them on reasonable timings. Okay, so the first stance we're going to talk about is Wrath. In the way the stances work is you play a card that enters you into the stance and then you stay in the stance. There's 3 stances: Wrath, Calm, and Divinity. Divinity works differently than Wrath and Calm. Wrath and Calm are your standard stances. Divinity we'll talk about when we get there, if we ever see it. So when you enter Wrath, as you can see, you deal and receive double attack damage. So normally, an enemy with 28 health, you go, it's doomed. However, enter Wrath, and then you play your miracle for your extra energy, and then all of a sudden, he's dead. It sounds very strong, because it is. However, it's a double-edged sword, right? If I was wrong, if I do my math incorrectly, I just take 22 there on turn 3 against a cultist, which is very much. So, let's look at our choices here. We have Empty Body, gain 7 block, exit your stance. A card that is really good if we're going to be swapping stances a lot, which is a build. Consecrate, 0 energy, deal 5 to all enemies. Solid card, really good. Enter Wrath, and this is deal 10 damage to everything for free, which is nice. And then Halt, gain 3 block. If you're in Wrath, gain an additional 9. There's 2 ways that I've played around Halt. One where you play a build where you dip into Wrath, play Halt, then dip back out. And the other one where you go into Wrath and then you just block so much that it doesn't matter. There's a card we'll get to later. I think it's called Wallop. Is that it? I don't remember what it's called. I think it's Wallop, but I'm not 100% certain. It's deal damage and gain block equal to the unblocked damage dealt. So if you enter Wrath and just pop an enemy for like 24, you end up blocking most of it. Of these, I'm going to take Empty Body. It's a pretty neutral card. Actually, maybe I'm going to take Consecrate. I'm going to take Consecrate, actually. I want a little AoE. I'm going to try following the line of fill out your defenses first. Unfortunate draw. Yeah, we're going to try following the fill the defenses out first sort of line. So the other stance we have is Calm. Entering Calm does nothing. Being in Calm does nothing. There are some cards that interact with it. However, as I'll do it here for demonstration purposes, when you switch stances out of Calm, you get 2 energy. So right there, effectively, that eruption was played for free. Flying Sleeves, retain, deal 4 damage twice. This card's okay. This is 16 damage when we're in Wrath, and since it retains, you just hold on to it until you have the right turn to play it. Wreath of Flame, next attack deals 5 additional damage. Certain cards do really well with this, like Flying Sleeves. For the most part, I find this card underwhelming though. And then Third Eye, 7 block, Scry 3. Insane, extremely good card. Easy take. You cannot have a deck with too many Third Eyes. Scry is crazy strong. Mercury Hourglass, 4/3. Someone told me once that if you get a Mercury Hourglass this early over the course of a run, it'll do somewhere in the range of like 400-ish damage. That's maybe an overstatement. I don't actually remember what they said, but it was a lot. The number they showed me was a lot. Don't forget about the Unceasing Top. Unceasing Top is really bad with Retain, but it's really good with... Do we kill him next turn? We just chill in Wrath here. It's really bad with Retain, but it's really good with like Miracles and things of that nature. So, interestingly enough, perhaps it's okay. I'm probably going to get very little use out of Unceasing Top, but maybe not. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe I should try to build towards Unceasing Top and take more 0-cost cards, actually. I might try doing that on this run. So Sash Whip, deal 8 damage. If the last card you played in this combat was an attack, apply 1 weak. Pretty cool, but there's better sources of weak. Crescendo, 1 energy, retain to enter Wrath, and then exhaust it. So this is just a card that you take if you plan to just have 1 turn where you pop an enemy. Right, so you have a bunch of cards that retain, you retain a bunch of big damage spells, and then you pop the Crescendo and just ruin an enemy once it's all assembled. And then just lucky, scry 1, 2 block, deal 3 damage. I'm gonna try this because we have Unceasing Top. Normally I would pick the middle card there, the Crescendo. Ugh, god. Unfortunate that we're seeing Jawworm Spike Slime here. 2 Jawworms on floor 5. Can the run get any more doomed? No. I just can't recover. I'm gonna work on the slime here. I'm also just gonna take this too. I'm not gonna miracle it because I'm trying to force this slime down before it becomes a problem. However, I don't think I will be able to... Oh, no, I got him exactly. So by taking the 2, I saved myself 4. An interesting thing to note there. Really hard to actually make use of Unceasing Top. Do I have the kill here? 9 and 6 is no way. Let's see what the scry shows me. 9 and 12 is 21. We can do 27. No way. We're gonna be here for a while, working on Jawworm. We're gonna be here for a hot minute, it looks like. I'll just chill. I really can't make use of Unceasing Top right now because it's all strikes and defends. Let's put him at 13. I'm off by 1, huh? It's still fine because we have the Vigilance in hand. He's dead next turn now. And, I mean, you know, we delayed turns against Jawworm, and he's going to dome me for 7 here, but that's the Jawworm way, isn't it? What a nightmare. Alright, evaluate, gain 6 block, and shuffle an insight into your draw pile. This card's cool. Really good card to upgrade because it gets a slightly better rate on upgrades. Typically when you upgrade a block card at 1 energy, the block card gains 3 block. Look at cases like Shrug It Off, Defend, that's your standard. This card gains 4. You gain 10 block when you upgrade it, I think, unless I'm crazy. Actually, can I right click this and see? I am right, okay. But yeah, evaluate's cool. Empty body, I will probably grab an empty body, but we're not really building towards anything right now, so empty body is kind of whatever. Hopefully we see something to go well with this, I guess is the point. And then prostrate, which is gain 2 mantra, gain 4 block. So the way that mantra works is mantra becomes a buff on your character. It does nothing, and then when you reach 10 mantra, you enter divinity. Divinity is for a single turn. You gain 3 energy when you enter divinity. All of your attacks deal triple damage, and then at the start of your next turn, you leave divinity. And your mantra is set back to 0, or whatever it was, right? So if you play this card at 9 mantra, then you go to 1 mantra, if that makes sense. So you go to 11, then 10 gets taken out. I'm gonna take empty body though. Now, I still do think we're strong enough to run down an elite. Just have to time ourselves out properly against Mr. Lagavulin. Although, you know, Lagavulin, a little scary. Perhaps I make a mistake like Slam Wrath and get myself killed. I am known for these sorts of moves. And then we're gonna Miracle Empty Body here. Not a great opener. Might be dead to Lagavulin, to be honest with you. It doesn't look excellent. I'm gonna give it to you straight. I didn't see anything like good on this run. Pop the skill potion this turn. I'm gonna take Foreign Influence here and hope it gives us something nuts. I think so. Oh my god, it's nuts. It gave us Meteor Strike here? Is it? How does Foreign Influence work? Hold on. I don't remember how this card works. Do I have to pay for this? Ah, shit. Does anyone... Hang on, I'm actually going to look this up. Slay the Spire. Foreign Influence. I do not remember if you have to pay for this or not. Let's see. Foreign Influence is an uncommon. Choose 1 of 3 attacks of any color to add into your hand. Okay. What does it do when you upgrade it? Is it... the upgrade makes it cost 0. Okay. Okay, I see. We take Hemokinesis. Oof. Almost snap picked that card and made a horrible mistake. That would have been very unfortunate. Okay. We're in a bad spot here. I'm gonna give it to you straight. Lagavulin was not who we wanted to see. You want to see probably, I think her best matchup is maybe Gremlin Knob. Could Empty Body here, and then we gain energy and go for Unceasing Top value. Great work, Unceasing Top. Great work, Unceasing Top. We're dead. We're so dead. I would be surprised to see another outcome. Lagavulin was an unfortunate pull, I think. But then again, should I have charged headlong into an elite when I was not having the greatest early game? Nah, probably not. What you can take away from this one? A, the rare relic for health isn't always good. As it turns out, sometimes you just get Unceasing Top. And B, the Watcher, while strong, is not strong enough to just charge into an elite with no actual good cards. Also, you know, pretty unfortunate overall. We hit on a combat in the event path that I planned out, and I didn't see a great card on the way. We're just going to take max HP here, I think. Although, next 3 combats is super worth, actually. It should guarantee 1 elite on this path. You know, falling into my old ways, didn't even look at the boss. Hexaghost. It doesn't matter too much who the boss is to me here. Signature move I like. But let's go through them again. Just lucky, cool, whatever. This card, you know, on average, how is this? Underwhelming. Signature move. I like signature move. It's pretty easy to play signature move unless you draw it with eruption. Typically you get to play this and it's great. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'll be honest with you. I might be wrong about signature move. I just look at the art. I love this card. 30 damage is a lot. It's like Clash. It reminds me of Clash. And then Wave of the Hand. Wave of the Hand is the good weak generator. Whenever you gain block this turn, apply 1 weak. You apply enough weak in 1 turn, typically with this card, to just win the game. I'm going to try signature move. I'm taking signature move and we're looking at it from the analytical standpoint. I'll lose 7 HP for a removal here. The less strikes we have, the better we are now. There's a signature move. Wheel Kick, deal 15 damage, draw 2 cards. Really good. It's Predator from the Silent, but you get the cards right now instead of next turn, which is not necessarily a negative or a positive. Deal 15 damage is good though. Consecrate. Consecrate's fine. It's good to just secure yourself into future elites. Or rather, not future elites, but it's nice so that you don't die to like the elite combats is what I was trying to put together there. What do I mean by the elite combats? It's a very confusing way for me to put it, but like the very scary combats on the floor, which are the Gremlin Gang and the Slime Gang. Cards good into those. Simmering Fury, at the start of your next turn, enter Wrath and draw 2. I like building around moving between stances, but I don't like this card that much because it's hard to know on your next turn what the enemy's going to be doing. So it's hard to know if entering Wrath next turn on a lot of combats is going to just kill you, or if it's going to be really strong, right? And I don't like that variance. Perhaps if I were a little better, or perhaps, I don't know, right? Because it's like, I know most of the things about this game. I know enemy attack patterns and things like that, but I don't feel super confident in, how many combats do you think you can make Simmering Fury work? Great question. Maybe with Scry it's a little better. I don't know. Draw 2 cards, exit your stance. Empty Mind used to be... Or no, Empty Mind still is pretty busted. Drawing cards and exiting a stance is really good with Calm, because you just draw 2 cards and gain energy. And then Deva Form's nuts if you ever play it. 3 energy, ethereal, so it's like... What was I about to compare this to? I don't remember. I think I was going to compare it to Echo Form. Yeah, I was going to compare it to Echo Form. That's the one. But at the start of your turn, gain energy and increase this gain by 1. So on turn 1 of playing Deva Form, you get +1 energy, then the next turn you get +2, then the next turn you get +3, and you just scale your energy until you play all the cards in your hand every turn. I'm not going to buy any of these. I just wanted to go through all the cards because they're new cards to see. I'm going to buy card removal. We're going to pull... a defend. I'm a little scared of going down to 2 strikes. Open yourself up to some pretty bad draws. I'll trade health for gold. Go, we get a double elite. Cool. Right, double elite. Yeah, sick. I will just take the max HP here. Although, is there a shop? There's a shop, but I'll just take the max HP. Alright, sentries, very nice. Good combat to get for free. Yeah, we're fine. And then... what is it gonna be? Oh no, it comes back to haunt me. Unceasing Top. I fucking hate Unceasing Top. I want you to understand, I really do not like this relic. I respect that there are circumstances where it's good and you can do some crazy endless bullshit with this, but God, I fucking hate playing Unceasing Top so much. I'm gonna pick Wave of the Hand. I think that this card is good, but it's not really good right now. I think down the line it's gonna be good though. Second signature move, by the way, is just... imagine drawing 2 signature moves in a single turn. I'm gonna make Eruption cost 1 so we can Eruption signature move if we draw them together. That's 69 damage, which is enough for almost everything that we'll see. Goldeneye. Whenever you scry 2 additional cards. This relic's fine. Some good stuff here. Alt, gain 3 block, and then additional 9. It's okay, right? In this one, it's a little less good because we're probably not going to make great use of it overall. Although 0 cost cards with Unceasing Top, so I don't know. Perhaps. Cut Through Fate, deal 7 damage in Scry 2, which is actually Scry 4. And then draw 1, which is solid. 7 damage into 14 is good, with the ability to pull 1 card out of 4 from the top is really strong. You can look for the finishing card with this when you enter Wrath, or for a way out of Wrath, perhaps. And then Conclude, which is nutty as well. Deal 12 damage to all enemies for 1. Crazy strong. End your turn doesn't really matter that much. The only thing that is bad with is enter Wrath, play Conclude, and then you can't leave Wrath. So you gotta be sure Conclude kills. I'm gonna take Conclude, if you're wondering there. Pen Nib, insane with this character. Because the doubles again, so if you have Pen Nib and you're in Wrath, so for example, if I were to do that with Signature Move, this would do 120. That's a lot of damage. We're going to the Flame Elite. We're gonna just run it in. Upgrade Conclude because it's a +4. Vigilance, by the way, does not go down to 1. Gain 12 block. Instead, just a +4. This goes to 2 weak, which is good. I'm gonna go for the Conclude though. Although, what was it? It was level 1, so this can be sentries. Sick. Very happy with my decision to go Conclude there. This does 32, 9. I can pop one of these, I think. Now, I have put myself... This is one of my favorite combos that I always do to myself. Like, oh, I've done this to myself so many times. Conclude plus Signature Move. My man. I've done it. Realistically, it's not that big of a deal. I think that Signature Move, it was nice, but kind of like Signature Move is better than having nothing. So if I didn't see better options, I think Signature Move was good, but since I did see better options, it was less good. Draw next turn. If we draw Double Strike, it's enough. No, it's not enough. This guy will live. I think we still go. This does 9, this does 32, that's 41. Unfortunate that this guy rolled 45, but I'm still gonna go. I think that overall, if I just take a 20 next turn, I guess there's one really bad case, which is both strikes on the bottom, but, you know, just don't draw that. As long as we pull 1 strike, it's fine. Yeah, we pull both. Cool. It did heal. And this is as good of a time as any to play Block Potion. And, uh-oh. We dip out of Wrath here. There's no reason to stay in the Wrath when I can leave it and still most likely kill him next turn. Yeah. Here you go. Lantern. I swear to you, I think this is just bias, but I swear my most common Flame Elite reward is Lantern. I've seen this so many times, it feels like to me. Okay, new cards. Oh, 1 new card. Protect. 2 energy, 12 block, retain. Protect is good. It's solid. Being able to just pay 2 energy at any time in the combat to block 12 is really good. On demand 20 or 12 block is insane. I think it goes to 16. Yeah. Also, Pokemon beta art if you're a Pokemon fan. Protecting against the Hyper Beam. I am not a Pokemon fan. Sorry. We don't really want to take Protect though because we have expensive big attacks. I'm gonna take Evaluate instead. Although Evaluate has counter synergy with Unceasing Top, but fucking everything has counter synergy with Unceasing Top. I'm trying to conceive of a way to do an infinite with Unceasing Top. I think that there is, mind you. So let me run you through what I'm potentially coming up with here, what I'm cooking up in the old dome piece, if you will. What we're gonna need is we're going to need a relic from the boss. The relic needs to be the Exiting Calm gives you 1 more energy relic. If we see that, this is kill. My Unceasing Top, or rather my Pen Nib. If you see that, and then you see, so it'll be 3, you can just play... Oh wait, no, it has to be 0 cards in hand, right? Sorry, I'm thinking of this in Monster Train Infinite terms. That's incorrect. Never mind. Ignore me. I was thinking about how I would do this with Monster Train cards. That's not how it works at all. Trying to pull out a fucking offering totem in Slay the Spire. Flying Sleeves, deal 4 damage twice. Super bad to have a retain attack with signature move. Not going to be taking this, although playing around signature move isn't my most important move, perhaps. Simmering Fury, I'm going to take Crush Joints. Deal 8 damage. If you played a skill, apply 1 vulnerable. Vulnerable, when you're doing a baseline damage amount of 60 in Wrath, is strong. I find, anyway. Oh yeah, we have Lantern. I forgot about Lantern somehow. May as well give him 2 weak, just in case. Some of the Monster Train isms have carried over to this game for me as well. Like, when the enemies are running their attack animations, I find myself holding down right-click, among other things. I kind of want to try Halt, but we're not really... What are we building towards here? Right now we don't have an overall plan. We're just kind of taking good cards and piecing something together later, hopefully. I'm okay with trying Halt here. Weak Potion isn't that good. Spin the wheel. Oh boy. Spin the wheel, baby. What's it gonna be? Ah, just what I wanted. Excellent. Damage. Perfect. 10 HP. Gone. This is Hexaghost? Yeah. Do I respect Hexaghost here? Nah, upgrading Crush Joints is really good. Going from 1 to 2 vulnerable is a lot. Hexaghost is a race, is how I typically play it as. Anyway. Is the music off? Oh, because it's like before the fight starts, I see. A little bit of calm before the storm action. I'm gonna go. It's really hard to pass up 81 damage in a race fight. 6x6. It's fine. Actually, like, really good that I went into Wrath there, overall. And the reasoning that I went in there, by the way, is because most of the time... So 6x6 is 36, obviously. But a lot of the times we hit one of these 3 cards. And even one of these 3 cards lessens that impact a lot, and we're in a position to win the fight. And hitting all 3 of them just is absolutely out of control. Very, very good. Crush Joints. I should evaluate. And then just conclude. Conclude's so nice. I don't even have to press the end turn button. How lovely. Gonna go here. Play the evaluate first so that I can potentially insight. Nope. Unfortunate. I was really hoping for more than 36 out of the pen nib. However, I think it is... Well, if I pull signature move or conclude... Signature move / conclude here is... This is 64 and this is 120. So it is worth more damage to wait, typically. Because we're going to lose the vulnerable, but we're going to get more out of it anyway. Yeah, we hit the conclude. Cool. 64 damage is pretty good. And then I just pull... Yeah, okay. Fight's over. We won. Good fight. Just force down Hexaghost in 4 turns. Okay. Some fun cards here. Vault, take an extra turn after this one, end your turn. Deus Ex Machina, unplayable when you draw this, add 2 miracles to your hand, and exhaust. And then Conjure Blade, shuffle an Expunger into your draw pile. Expunger, so you pay 3 energy for this. Expunger does 9 times 3 for 1. Expunger is pretty cool. Like, I classify these as 3 different cards here, essentially, or 3 different types of cards. So Deus Ex Machina is good on a run where you have something crazy that synergizes with it. I have had a few runs where this is very strong. This could be one of them because popping... So you -1 draw on a turn, which is good already for Unceasing Top. So you just pop this and then you pop all 3 miracles and start going. You draw through your whole deck and find... I don't know. Unceasing Top and Conclude. There's a lot of things that clash. I'm probably not going to play around Unceasing Top ultimately. So I'm not going to consider this. I think Conjure Blade is fun, but I don't know if it's good. Like, it's one that I'm very unsure on. Vault is insane. I think that Vault is one of the best cards that you can find, so I'm going to take Vault. I do not like Sozu. I don't like just having these two potions for the rest of the run. So I'm not going to take Sozu. I think that Sozu is a bait. And I don't think we need a fourth energy right now. With the Miracle, we can just time our proper turns out. Tiny House is just a joke. I'm going to take Astrolabe. I'm a big Astrolabe proponent. I'm gonna go ahead and do 1 strike, 2 strikes, 1 defense. What do we get? Sands of Time. Retain, deal 26 damage. When retained, lower its cost by 1 this combat. So signature move is dead to me at this point. We just pulled Sands of Time, which is signature move but better basically. On the turn where we go into Wrath, this is probably going to cost 2 or 1, and it's going to do 52, which is really good. Also, these cards hate each other. Empty Fist, deal 14 damage, exit your stance. A great card to finish your Wrath turn with. Hit Wrath, hit your Sands of Time, hit your Crush Joints perhaps before that, and then just drop out of it with an Empty Fist. Very good. And then protect 2 energy, 16 block. Excellent. An extremely good Astrolabe. Like, holy moly, these are all direct upgrades. Better than Strike, better than Strike, better than Defend. Excellent stuff. Against the champ here, I think I'm gonna hit this path. 2 question marks into a shop, and then we're our second hallway fight. Elite, fire, elite, and then we just smooth sailing into fire, combat, combat, fire. That path looks good. We get time to power up at a shop ahead of time as well. So I've killed signature move. Signature move is now dead. Can you believe it? They killed signature move. Nice. If you time out, if I time out Sands of Time with Pen Nib, it's also pretty cool. Gotta say. So Vault is a very interesting card in how it interacts. I'm going to play Vault, and you'll see why. So this is a card that is strange if you haven't played with it before. For sure. But watch. So I play Vault. And that's it. This goes up. This had its cost reduced. His vulnerability doesn't go away, his action doesn't change, and my frailty doesn't change. The turn just continues on. I think I have the kill here. This is 13. This is going to be 52, but with vulnerability, it's like 77. And then, yeah, this has to be the kill, right? 78, my bad. And yeah, so that's why Vault is very strong, because you can just like, oh hey, I can just pass this turn and then pop this enemy on another turn. Very cool. Only 1 new card here. Flying Sleeves got a little better, because we're moving towards just retaining cards as our plan. Evaluate's also solid for that same reason. Retaining cards and blocking is nice. Bowling Bash, though. So let me tell you about Bowling Bash. Bowling Bash, initially a card that I thought was a just terrible card. Horrible, right? However, oh man, does it put in work on these elites. Especially Slavers. Like, this is such a good card against Slavers. You enter Wrath, and this does 41 or 42 damage to a Slaver. That's crazy. Good against Gremlin Gang. I mean, bad against Book, to be fair. But there's a lot of combats where Bowling Bash does a lot of good work. And I'm down to take it, because we're going to take a double elite path, which means we're guaranteed to hit a combat that it does well in. Energy Potion versus Dex Potion. I'm actually going to carry the Energy Potion. I will give you 75 gold for her. Yes. I'm going to give it a signature move. Card's dead to me now. Goodbye, signature move. Even Strike has its uses. Signature move became a curse. 85 gold for a relic? Yeah, I think so. Although I'll be dropping a little low on... I'm okay with it. Bronze Scale's super worth. Go over the relics real quick. I'll hover each one. Here, let me pull up the shop, and then I'll hover these while I talk about the shop. So we got Tantrum. Tantrum is really good. Tantrum is really good. I don't know what else to tell you. Ah, shit. I missed Cloak Clasp because I spent so much money. Cloak Clasp is so good. At the end of your turn, gain 1 block for each card in your hand. If you're retaining 3 cards and you just press end turn, this is worth 8 block. Holy moly, that's good. Prismatic Shard is also sometimes fun. However, I'm not into fun. I hate fun, actually. And then Art of War, probably not going to be super useful here. So, Tantrum. Deal 3 damage 3 times and enter Wrath. Shuffle this card into your draw pile. The big thing about Tantrum is that if you're playing a stance change deck, being able to enter Wrath and then exit it, and enter it and exit it is hard. So the fact that you can enter Wrath and then this goes back into your draw pile, so you pull it again on another turn is like on 1 or 2 turns from now, insane. So good. So good. Love that. The rest of these cards you know about. Third Eye is a card that you can't have too many of. Oh, Battle Hymn is new. At the start of each turn, add a Smite into your hand. Smite is a 1 energy retain, deal 12 damage card. So the way that you play Battle Hymn is you pick this, you play it, and you let it stack up like 3 or 4 smites. And then typically I use this card in tandem with Divinity, where you enter Divinity and then you just play like 5 smites for 36 damage each. Really strong. It's a good card because for 1 power, your offensive plan for the rest of the game is solved. However, if you run into a situation where you can't play them for whatever reason, you end up filling your hand with smites and die, which I've had happen. The big offender of this is the Thorn Boys on Act 3, where you take damage when you play an attack on them. Hand fills up with smites, and you are sad as you sit there going, I'll draw block eventually, as your hand is just 9 smites, and then you go, okay, guess I just have to take 34. And then Foreign Influence, I think on average is bad. When we picked it in the last run, it was a Hail Mary. We're going to buy Tantrum and a card removal here. Gonna go ahead and pull probably the Strike, because we're light on blocks right now. I'm gonna pull the Strike. And I'm gonna grab Tantrum. Okay. The deck is, for this point in the game, having only 2 defends left is pretty cool, I gotta say. Yeah, I'm gonna just vault. Fun fact, I've done the math on that a lot of times. You just Tantrum and Eruption are the same. You can play them in either order. It doesn't matter. I want what do I want? I want cards that reward me for stance changing. That's what I want. None of these do that. I have a Source of Weak, I have a Crush Joints, I have a Conclude. These are not good. I will take the Fairy in a Bottle though, and I'm just gonna sit on this for a while. Book. My arch nemesis. Sir Stabbing of book variety. Tragic. Should be keeping a closer eye on Pen Nib. I am very bad about that. Okay, we should crush book, I think. I hope. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a different hand, actually. I don't like that hand very much. I'd like a new one. 52. I don't have an out if I enter Wrath right now. But I think we just kill if I burn the Liquid Memory, right? Yeah. Right? I mean, it's too late. I'm committed. Pull this back. It's another 52. Yeah, okay. A little close. A little close, okay. For a minute there, I was like, wait a minute. Because I played Tantrum to kill him, and it hit twice. And I was like, wait, did I play Bowling Bash to kill him? Because I hover Bowling Bash? I did not. Meal Ticket. You've seen Meal Ticket, I'm sure. Consecrate and Simmering Fury, we've talked about. Wish, however. Choose one. 6 plated armor, 3 strength, or 25 gold. Good. Problem is we're getting a lot of 3-cost cards put in this deck now, which is scary. 8 plated armor. The big thing about Wish is each of these is insane. Remember, entering Wrath means that strength is doubly useful. If you play 5 wishes somehow, however you do that, which I have done in the past through, there's a card called Omniscience that does it, which is choose a card in your deck and play it twice, then exhaust it. you can use that with wishes, and you end up at like 40 plated armor. Nothing can touch you. I'm gonna upgrade Vault though, because energy is our main concern. Making this 2 energy also means that in the worst cases, we just play a card and then play Vault. Slavers. I picked Bowling Bash for these fuckers. I can actually wish Vault. So here's the deal. You may know this about me from watching Monster Train. I really like money. I can't take fame and fortune. I gotta take strength. But like, the money though. I'll take the strength, it's fine. Sad about the ordering of this draw where we pulled conclude that turn. Oh god. This is tough. So I think that 16 and 14 is 30. We'll take, holy moly, I'll take 58 minus 12. I'll basically just die if I go Wrath here, but I think I'll die if I don't go Wrath. Also, this is 36, it's 48. I can kill the front enemy if I go here. I think it's actually fine to go. As long as I'm doing my math correctly, which I am. I think it's fine to go here. It's like, it looks bad, but blocking 3 and applying weak is a really bad turn. You want to be aggressive here, I think, because if I'm not aggressive, the slavers are going to overwhelm me. Even though I'm going to take, I'm going to take 42, but it's going to be lessened by the halt and the wave of the hand. As long as I remember to play them in the red order, which I will. Okay, this is definitely correct. So we take 31 less, so we take 19, which honestly for a turn 1 against slavers is reasonable. A 19 against slavers to have one of them dead is fine. Alright, now let's figure out if we can make a kill here. The answer is nah, we cannot. So we kill 1. 36. I cannot one-shot him, so I have to spend 2 attacks to kill this guy. Red Slaver. If I play, it's probably Tantrum Empty Fist Evaluate is gonna have to be the play, I think. Yeah. I think so. And we just play Tantrum again next turn, probably. Although he does just hit every round, and we have Sands of Time down there. And just chill. I think it's fine to just chill. I don't want to play the Insight because I want Tantrum to be shuffled back in. Entering Wrath on the right turn is going to be good. Play Hand Wave. Now I can Insight. Excellent draw. Exactly what I want. Just play Protect here. There's no reason to take damage. When I draw Wrath, he's dead. Yeah, okay. A shame about the Sands of Time. Or rather, a shame about the Nib. Calipers. Lose 15 block rather than all your block. Would Calipers be good here? Okay. Simmering Fury for the 4th time is a no. Worship is fine in a mantra build. Gain 5 mantra for 2 energy. You get instantly halfway. I think this gets Retain when you upgrade it. Yeah. And Collect is one of the few cards in the Watcher that I think is just usually always bad. I've had like 1 or 2 situations where Collect was good, but typically this card is not one that I like. So this is a skip. I'm not a big fan of Collect. I've had situations where it was okay, but usually it's bad. Tiny Chest is fine. Do I need to rest? What would I smith? There's really only Wish and like maybe Wave of the Hand, and then it's just like smithing for blocks. Alt is a good card to upgrade, I guess. At some point I should look into that. Okay. Would I just slam Enter Wrath without thinking against Snecko? 13 damage, I should. I'll just go back to Calm, we'll take it easy, but it is Snecko. Sometimes Snecko is very kind. Thanks, Neko. Great fight. Alright. Cool. Didn't even have to think about it. We don't really need Crescendo with Tantrum. We're looking for cards that benefit from us changing stances now, is all. Empty Fist number 2 is, I think, whatever, and we don't want a second conclude, of course. I will rest here. I think that our prospects against the champ are very bad. I don't think we've created something that goes past the champ here. Despite my attempts to do so. We're brute forcing through the hallways, and I haven't seen any of the good scaling cards that I want to see. So we're just kind of brute forcing hallway fights and then going, what now? 20 plus 9, 29. Becomes 7 times 3? Huh. I guess I'm just gonna play Protect and then crush some joints. Oh, I guess I did have the kill on that guy with Pen Nib. I am very bad with Pen Nib. I must be honest with you. You don't need me to tell you, you can see. Just vault. We're gonna vault for the kill here. Should end the fight even. Unless they offer me a wish and they go, hey, don't you want that money? And I'm gonna go, yeah, I do want that money, actually. I will take 30 gold here, though. Don't mind if I do. And then I just one-shot this enemy next turn. Play the Wrath card, just for the Pen Nib. Try my best to start thinking about it a little. Meditate. So having 3 cards that say end turn on them, very scary. I'm gonna take Tranquility. Being able to time out entering Calm is good. So what card am I looking for? I guess I should establish as well. The reason I haven't established is because I don't actually know. Great Vault timing here. I believe he doesn't even get his plating armor triggered, so he doesn't even get that 12 armor back. Cool. He just dies, I think. Not quite. Not quite. One off. It's a good time to just throw that bad boy out there, though. Explosive Potion isn't going to make or break the champ, and I don't imagine that this run goes much further than Mr. Champ. Power Potion? Power Potion. Like water? Like water's pretty good. End of your turn, if you're in Calm, gain 5 block. Like to see it. And I'm going to go ahead and smith up the like water. So now with Wish, we have the potential to have a passive block of 15 per turn, which is good for Calipers, I gotta say. So this is going to be a long combat. The good thing about the champ is we have as much time as we want to take here. And we are going to take a lot of time. The champ is a really interesting fight because he essentially goes, hey, you have as much time as you want, but when you're done with that time, you better have a good plan. Let's see if we do. Do I think I need to play the Power Potion here? It's a good question. It's a good question. I'm gonna vault this turn is another good question. I have 2 outs out of 10 cards. I don't like those odds. I need to plan really well. Like, we're going to want to set ourselves up here. And effectively what we're going to do to the champ is we're going to chip him down, and chip him down, and chip him down. I'm going to not play Wish this turn. I'm going to wait on Wish. I'm going to chip him here. I'm going to go ahead and vault. We want to chip him to about 300. I mean, as close to 220 as we can get. And then we're going to enter Wrath on 8. Then play Sands of Time on 9. Or no, we're going to enter Wrath on 7. Right? Yeah. On 7 we enter Wrath. On 8 we play Vulnerability. And then on 9 we Sands of Time. That's the plan. Okay. Got there. I understand. I will switch out of Calm to do this damage. No. I will chill. We'll wait. We have time. Like, the big thing about the champ is we have a lot of time. We have a lot of time. It's the point of the whole, it's the whole fight. The whole idea is you have a lot of time. Although I am gonna get hit here. Did I pop the power potion? I shouldn't greed. Yeah. Okay. Mental Fortress is cool, but we're not actually switching stances as much as I would like to. Deva form is just, it's just money. Like that's just money. I'm not going to pay for block here. I'm just gonna press enter. Take it. Would have been a good turn to hit my wish. I sure wish I had done that. So we're going to have to start working through his numbers here. So we may as well. I have to get him down to a lower health point at some point. I'm gonna take the plated armor here, by the way, so we have 15 passive block. Very good. So don't forget, we have calipers. So any turn where he doesn't hit us, we just get free block to hold on to as well. Favor the hand. We're also to the point now where we're drawing, or we have more energy than we can spend, which is good. Gonna apply a lot of weak this turn. And look at that, we're gonna hold over 15 block. Thanks, calipers. Perfect turn to hold it over too. Okay, so we need to get to 9, or no, we need to get to 7 on this rather. A bowling bash, and we need to make him around 220. I'm actually starting to think we're gonna be just fine. I'm gonna play Tranquility here for the block. It's just 15 block. Staying at 15 block is solid. 6. Is this the turn? I don't have... Okay. I need to pull off the top. If I pull Crush Joints, I think we can have our best turn here. Tragic. Okay. I just replaced Tantrum because at some point I'm going to have to hit Crush Joints. And we stop at 7, right? Uh-oh. What have I done? I have an out in here? I have no outs. Okay. I have done bad. It's okay. I suppose we just go Vigilance here. It's actually fine. So we stop at 7. He weakened us, you little baby. You weakened me. Oh, tragic. Do I still go? No, we wait. There's no reason to rush. There's no reason to rush. Yeah, I'm going to stop it. We're just chilling then. We just wait. I got time, Mr. Champ. I don't know about you, but I got time. With calipers in place like this, I'm not sure he can actually hurt us anymore. Calipers and also all of that weakness. I'm holding the insight. I should burn something, I think. There's no real reason to. I can just sit here. It's fine to play Retain because we're actually in Calipers territory, so it's just always play this card. We're gonna get to 99 energy. Oh, this is the turn. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So we play these in the right order. That's all. Play Crush Joints, then you play Tantrum, and then that's 156. Then you hit him again, and then he's dead next turn. Oh yeah, don't press end turn. Really, really good way to just take a ton of damage you don't have to take just by pressing end turn there. Alright, so the plan worked. Cheesing out the champ is an easy way to get to Act 3. However, will we get to Act 4 like this? No. However, if we could pull perhaps a Like Water for this deck, I would feel a lot better. Maybe 2 Like Waters? I don't know. Just spitballing. Talk about your card choices here. Ragnarok, deal 5 damage to a random enemy 5 times. It chooses differently each time. It's not choose an enemy, hit them 5 times, but it's deal 5 damage randomly 5 times. This upgrades to 6x6, so 50 damage for 3. Typically a finisher that I like to use for Divinity, not so much for Wrath. Perhaps with Pendib, though, 20 times 5 into a vulnerable enemy is a lot. Spirit Shield, gain 3 block for each card in your hand. We were regularly at 8 cards in hand, which means this would be worth 24 block. You have to have 5 cards in hand for this to be at the value rate, and anything above that is really good. Like 2 energy, 15 is the low end. And then Scrawl. Draw cards until your hand is full and exhaust. I used to think Scrawl was nuts. Oh wait, we do have Like Water. The card I pulled was Deva Form, that's right. Like Water is nuts in this deck. I'm really out of it. We're coming up on 4:30. I should not be starting these episodes this late, but you know, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna take Spirit Shield here, if that was uncertain. This is an easy cursed key. Easy cursed key. 1 curse for energy for the rest of our lives? Great. Time Lord. Ugh. You play a lot of cards as the Watcher. So if we're gonna win this, we're gonna have to play entirely around Pen Nib to carry. And also I'm just gonna aim for as many elites as I can, because we're still very strong for elites. Maybe Reptomancer is tough. Maybe Reptomancer I should be afraid of, actually. This is 15 block. Oh, does it not count itself? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I guess it doesn't count itself. I thought it did. Less good than I thought then. And a Vault. Vault is basically just play when you draw. No way into Calm. I think this is Strength. 40. Yeah, this is Strength for sure. Wish for Strength. Thought about Plated Armor, but it's gotta be Strength. Strength just lets us walk through this combat. More or less. Because as soon as we pull the... Like, we enter Wrath and then we play Conclude and this fight's over. Conclude? Cool. Fight's over. And you gotta be sure of that. You gotta be sure of that. Not something you want to make a mistake on. It doesn't actually kill them all, but it'll kill these 2 if I play Tantrum here. Play Halt. Play Halt just in case. But I'm not doing the math, but I think 60 is greater than 49. I was correct. Now I just pull any attack. And there you have it. Pen Nib at 9 is not great. Fear No Evil is really good. Tranquility, 0 cost, enter Calm is good as well. And Indignation, enter Wrath. So the way that Indignation works is enter Wrath, but if you're already in Wrath, apply 5 Vulnerable. It's kind of nice because we are playing around vulnerability on a Pen Nib turn, which is kind of weird with Crush Joints, but I don't think we need this. Although 5 Vulnerable is enough to just like dip into Wrath, pop the Indignation. Maybe I should take this. Then we don't need to worry about like, oh, well, it's not the right turn yet, we're weak or whatever, right? We can just hit it, 5 Vulnerable. Doesn't mess with the Pen Nib either. You gotta like pop in and out of Wrath, I guess, to play this is the problem. I don't know. Maybe Fear No Evil is better. I'm gonna take Indignation. I wanna give it a shot. Oh yeah, we have Meal Ticket, I forgot. Second Like Water, easy. This card is called Wallop. There it is. I talked about this earlier. Nothing new here. I'm just gonna take Like Water because it's good. I'm gonna take a card removal onto Defend because we don't need it anymore. Yeah. I'm trying to be a little more forceful with my removals, as well as, you know, Astrolabe did a lot. And I do love the normalities. We're gonna take the Rare Relic. Fun fact, great one to show your friends. If you take I Am Awake here, and you die, Fairy in a Bottle does not revive you because it heals you. It says, and same for Lizard Tail, it says when you would die, heal to 30% of your max HP instead. So that just nullifies this. So, as you're well aware, the Silent, from previous experience, dies to Slime Boss a lot. The Watcher crushes Slime Boss. It is crazy. Watch this shit. Boom, you have a 54 split on turn 2. It wasn't even that good, honestly. Like, that was a pretty bad split, all things considered. And it was still solid. Boom, there's one slime dead. Now, obviously, we're a late game deck, of course, so of course you're gonna crush Slime Boss. But, like, still. Watcher just bodies him. I'm gonna take money. Real quick. They're not attacking, so we can just stop and grab the money. Yeah. Your cards, entering Wrath is good against Slime Bosses all. We made a lot of money in that combat. Made 1/3 of what we would have made if I went and wished for the normalities, but without having to remove the normalities. Battle Hymn's kind of cool, but we're playing this one-turn deck, right? The style we're playing here is set up, then enter Wrath and blow a boss away. The problem is that Battle Hymn's going to clog the deck up too much. We don't have the energy to play these, I don't think. Second wave, not so good. I'm not a big fan of Collect either. I'm going to go ahead and skip. My mortal nemesis, Spikers. Hate these guys. They are very, very scary when you're the Watcher. I find myself taking a lot against them. However, what I will do is probably just block and then pop him with the Sands of Time real quick, which I will do on this turn. I will do this on the next turn. I think it is right to do this and just remove this enemy, or at least get him pretty close. And we got the Calipers, which is good here, I think. Is Calipers useful? Hard to say. Is it better to have block than it is to not have block? Looking for the Wish real quick before we end this combat. I'm gonna go ahead and dip out a Wrath because I want to wish for money here before we call it a day. Oh, fuck, I forgot. I actually had to vault. I forgot we had bronze scales. My bad. Whoops. I'm not the biggest fan of any of these. I think the second Crush Joints is the least bad. But like, we're pretty close to something that I feel good about here. I'm gonna go ahead and skip this. Maybe take a second Protect. I'm gonna take a second Protect, actually. Talk myself into it. I'll just take the one. Master of Strategy, yo. So remember, this is the time for me to say, put my money where my mouth is, and I'm extremely going to. I've said many times, I think Master of Strategy is one of the best cards in the game because there is no downside to it. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Hello, Master of Strategy. Bowling Bash, by the way, great card for Reptomancer as well. Reptomancer does not like this card. I asked her, trust me. So, by the way, I should mention, Distilled Chaos, extremely dangerous card to play. If you hit Conclude, I have killed myself playing Distilled Chaos and then hitting a Conclude and just ending my turn. It was very funny. Not for me, of course, but, you know. I do kind of want to just like... so, I think I'm skipping... What am I skipping here? There's a few different ways we can play this based on what you want to do here. Typically, I think we want to play this where we just play it slow. I think we have a setup to play it slow, but I could just try to rush. I think if my pen nib was further along, I would just try to force Reptomancer. In this position, we're going to play it slower. So we're going to pop this guy. And then I'm going to do 3. Yeah, okay. So we're going to play it like this then. And vault. Ah, the Conclude. I see. And I'm going to play Tranquility to enter enter Calm here, just so we carry over some block to the next turn, because next turn is a big damage turn typically. She's just summoning. Thanks, Reptomancer. Very kind of you. I do want to play Tantrum. It is correct, too. With Vigilance in hand, there's no reason not to play Tantrum here. And then at 23, I guess I can just let this... Oh no, we're at 35, so I'm taking 18. 35 minus 18 puts it at 25. 2017. So protecting now or protecting next turn makes no difference, essentially. We're not wasting any block, because we're going to carry over 3 blocks, so now we're just going to carry over 18 block instead. Is how that one works out. Okay, what do we got in here? Wave of Hand, Indignation. Interesting. It is worth doing a little calculation here, real quick. If I play Indignation, and then I just go for the throat, or rather, I play Eruption and go for the throat, rather. What do we do? 52. It's never enough. It's never enough. Okay, just get that out of the way. Send that thought away. Very good, very good. Hey, this turn looks a little tough, doesn't it? 32 and 2 25s and 2 18s. This is, oh yeah, that's right. This turn's 100 damage. Maybe I do go here a little bit, even though I don't have an out. What does this block? It blocks 18. It might be... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna play Wave of the Hand and then Spirit Shield. I want the weakness more than I want anything else there. Then we're gonna play Halt. And then I'm just gonna hit Distilled Chaos. I can't hit Wrath, basically. I can't hit Wrath off of it. I can't hit an end turn card, or if I do, I hit Conclude, which is good for me. So, we're gonna see what this gives. Evaluate, good. Vigilance, cool. And a wound. Fine. 50 block, it's 24. What is this? It's 24 plus 36 is 50. It's 62. And we're blocking 62. Good enough. You take those. Great Distilled Chaos, honestly. Did I do that? My math was wrong. My math was very wrong. Never mind. I'm a fool. Everyone point and laugh. I did my math wrong. What is Spirit Shield? I guess I'm just gonna keep blocking. I didn't apply the weak, but it's okay. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna keep blocking. 36 and 25. I'm gonna take damage again, right? Yeah, we're taking another 12, but it's okay. They're all dead now. Great turn to draw this shit. And by great, I mean terrible. What the hell? Draw all my AoE and things that capitalize on multiple enemies when all of her swords have died. Fuck you, Reptomancer. Piece of shit. Nobody likes you, Reptomancer. 13 and 12. I didn't actually do the math, I just kind of trusted. And I was rewarded. Had faith. Reptomancer, take it easy. Actually, Reptomancer, stop taking it easy. It's time to die. Goodbye. Alright. That was fine. Shuriken's cool. Gambler's Brew's nice. Wallop is okay, but it's 2 energy, which I'm... we have a reasonably defined plan here, which is set up the Like Waters and the Wish to give us 20 armor per round, then fill it in with blocks while we wait for the correct turn to go with Pen Nib plus Wrath plus Vulnerable, is what I'm thinking we're playing towards here. So if we're doing that go turn sort of thing where we just buy ourselves infinite turns, Sands of Time is actually kind of good. I'm going to take the second Sands of Time. The Wrath Vulnerability go turn plan does well with the second Sands. I should grab the red key piece here, actually. Just in case we want to go to the heart. I feel like at this point I'm ready. I'm just, it's habit. I've done so many heart runs. This is not a fight where we just stall. This is a fight where we go. You take this. Yeah, okay. I say that and then, you know, what do you get? But it's fine. Giant Head. I think we shouldn't have trouble against Giant Head because we're gonna have this turn basically, where we just hit him with the old oof, ouch, owie, my joints. Yeah, hit him with the old oof, ouch, owie, indeed. Go ahead and Tantrum even. I'm gonna play Indignation, I guess, just for vulnerability for the rest of time. And also, Vault crushes Giant Head. Enemy debuffs don't get reset, so his slow doesn't get reset, so we just kinda, you know. We do a bit of damage to Giant Head on this turn. A little bit. 267 in 2 cards there. Now, Giant Head does a bit of damage to us here. Of course, it is to be 15 and 50, or sorry, 45 and 54 is not enough. Just looking before we dip out of Wrath here. Play it like this then. Head on out of Wrath. Take our 4. Getting a little closer than I may have anticipated. Fight's looking a little scarier than I once had expected. But we're gonna take it easy here. We're gonna chill. Put up our blocks. We're fine for this round. I don't have a way into Wrath. Tragic. Might still have the kill. 60. Oh yeah, we probably have it. Don't play Conclude at the wrong time. We're gonna gain a lot of strength with Shuriken as well if I play around it. Hey, Mercury Hourglass. Follow-up is cool. Follow-up is cool. Deal 7 damage if the last card you played was an attack, gain energy. So typically this card is deal 7 damage for free. Cool for Pen-Nib, cool for Shuriken. We're gonna take that. Ragnarok, we do have strength for Ragnarok as well, but the 1 turn plan, I don't think we need it. Alright, crack this bad boy open. I will take the Sapphire key. The key is completed. I'm gonna go question mark heavy here. I am not going to trade 510 gold for the weakness mask. No thank you. Writhing Mass. Ugh. Master of Strategy, very nice. This is Mr. Malleable. $18 by 3. 24 with the debuffs is kind of scary. What else do you have? 9 times 3. I think 9 times 3 is going to be as good as we're going to get here. I'll just take that. We're going to take some damage against this enemy. If we could see a shop, I want to hit all the question marks, because if we see a shop, it's really good. Huge, huge power spike. Because we get to spend all this money and we get to heal. All of these are good. The more he blocks, the better off we are. If you can spend a little more time blocking, I'm happy. Okay. Just gonna take this turn off. The Wave of the Hand doesn't go away, by the way. Can I actually stack it? Weird. Never been able to do that before. I mean, why would you? And pop Indignation real quick. That's what we're looking at. No think, just hit. Yeah, that's the kill. I thought so. Evaluate Plus is just a why not. 10 block for 1 energy is great. Insight is great. And we're gonna actually hit, we're gonna hit the triple question mark, or should I hit the, so one of these question marks is guaranteed to be a treasure chest. Do I want to go see an elite, or do I want to look for 2? Do I want 1 chance at a shop, or do I want 2 is the question. I want 2. It's really big if we hit it. 5 hand. Yeah, I shouldn't have opened this. Oh well. Triple Jawworm. Oh no! I've fought 5 Jawworms on this run. What a doomed run. Am I gonna die to Triple Jawworm? Wouldn't that be fitting? I'm the guy who memes about Jawworm. I'm about to get put away by Jawworm. I think I have to Gambler's Brew, actually. This is 29 damage. Jawworm, take it easy, please. I want to hit a Wrath card here. Hmm. Oh, do I kill one of these? 20 plus 10 plus 16. 46. 48 is the lowest health. If I had played in the right order there and played Crush Joints at the right time, I would have killed. Too bad. Okay, we're taking 10. Okay. Oh hey, I have Pendant, that's right. I think that's the first time Unceasing Top has triggered in this whole run. Okay. With the rest of this combat, I want to set Pen to like 5. I think. Order. I feel, I don't know, these runs, outside of the Silent, I've been having runs lately. I mean, most of the runs in this series have made it to Act 2, which is really inspiring for me. We're going to stop at 3. I don't really know where we want to be with Pendant, because there's a lot of time that we have to spend setting up. I'm going to skip this. Hey, a shot, please. Tragic. 13 max to heal to full is worth here. Go down to 60. Extremely fine. I'm going to smith the other like water. Okay. Time Lord. How do I feel? I feel okay. I feel fine about Time Lord. We're at 1. I have to remember how this fight works. We're at 2. We're at 3, 4, 5. End turn. Never liked you. Time Eater and the Watcher have special dialogue because they have beef. The beef they have is that the Time Eater, I mean, everyone complained about facing Time Eater when they were playing Beta Watcher, including me. I was one of the people. I also hated fighting Time Eater as the Watcher. You play a lot of cards as this character with Miracle. Getcha. So we get 3 cards this turn. Let's make sure they're good ones. Like Water's a good one. It's just Like Water, Evaluate, Protect. Always. Solid. 30 damage. Oh, you made me draw 1 less. Cool. Thanks, Master of Strategy. I like Water. So, Vault is pretty cool. There's a cool interaction with Vault and Time Warp, where if you Vault as your 12th card played, it skips his turn skip, which is, like, it's super weird, but like you end your turn, then it ends his turn. Or like you take your extra turn, but he just ends it. Or ends your current turn, and then you get to take your extra turn is rather how I should phrase that. However, anyway, it's a cool one. Trust me. Just trust me. Sources, trust me, bro. What are we doing? What's the plan? Our plan is it Sands of Time? It's Sands of Time. I'm gonna take the plated armor on this turn, and then play Insight and pop into Wrath real quick if you don't mind. Just for the energy there, energy to play that. So we're playing for free at the end of each round 22 block. Worth remembering. I really want to play 3 cards this turn. So we just play 1, 2, 3. Fine. That Frail is kind of fucking me up here. Must mention. Play the Slimes. It's like the turns at this point are just, this is the waiting period. We have our armor all in position. We're now waiting. We're at 8 right now. If I pull away into Wrath, I think we go. Do I go here? I don't have an out, so I gotta be super certain. Oh god. Am I certain? I'm not certain. Oh, I gotta tell you, I'm so uncertain. So this will do... It's very unlikely that it's enough damage to kill, right? What is this? This is 26 up to 52 up to 104. Is that it? Yeah, 104, and then a 50% increase on that is 150. God, it's so much damage to leave on the table here, but I think we have to. That hurts me. That hurts me. Alright. A lot of damage to just leave. But we gotta do what we gotta do. I can't do it. I'll die. I will just die. You want to play 2 cards this turn and then 3 next turn? We're playing the waiting game here. It's not good. The longer this fight goes, the worse off we're looking. I gotta say. Like, this would be an okay turn to go, but I cannot. What's on the insight? Vigilance, okay. Just play our blocks. Because he's gonna end my turn. This would be a turn to go. I don't have the vulnerability, but I think we can't wait. Like, I have to go at some point. I have to do something. Play them in the right order. 104. Don't play this. Yeah. The reason not to play that is because he's going to heal next turn anyway, and we're never killing him. Uh-oh. I sure hope that I draw away back into Calm. What a way to go. Do I really... Wait, where are my ways in the Calm? Oh, I only have 1. I'm a fool. Alright. Alright, I did it to myself. I always do this to myself. It would not be a run of me playing the Watcher if I didn't do this to myself again. We really are home. Like we never left, honestly. It truly... It's like I never left. 78? I mean, I just slam it. I'm gonna make him end my turn here. 120. Holy shit. Oh, what a way to go out, right? I don't know, I can't think of a more me way to die. Oh god. Play Wrath, I gotta go here. Don't check. Oops, I'm dead. Yeah. That run was interesting because I think that if I played a little smarter, I don't know, the problem was that Time Eater was scaling and I was not, right? You can one-turn a lot of things, but one-turning a boss with 400 health is hard. I probably had to... I think I stalled too much. I had to play him like I played the Champ, basically. The problem was I killed Champ over 2 turns, and it's really hard to kill Time Eater over 2 turns. So, you know. Time Eater is just a really hard fight. I think that all of the Act 3 bosses are probably going to show the weaknesses of this deck. Donu Deka would be really hard because it's hard to punch through their artifact, and I'm not sure we can even out-damage the Awoken one. This deck gets to act... I would probably say that almost always I would lose here at the Act 3 bosses. This deck just doesn't really have it in it. Doesn't have the steam to keep it going right now. But if I were smarter about it, I probably could have won it. What I needed to do, I guess, was I needed to plan and play around scaling up through Shuriken a little more. Needed to do 3 attacks per turn whenever possible, and then maybe we can kill with a really strong turn. But the curses really weighed us down as well. Like, this decay was definitely not worth on Mummified Hand. I don't know, kind of a tough one. I feel like I spent most of this run waiting for my card, and I didn't see it. Maybe I did see it and I just passed it, actually. I think maybe it was Ragnarok. I don't know. This is one of the ways that I like to play the Watcher, though. She's okay. This path was... it still needs some ironing out, I guess. The one-turn them with Wrath and Vulnerability plan is fun. It's cool, but... at the end of the day, you gotta do... like, it's hard to do it with Wrath, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. God, it is 5 a.m. Shit. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.